Hi everyone, welcome. My name's Tammy and this is Snowstorm Crafts. And I'm just going to wait for some people to come on in and then I will talk about what we're doing today. So I hope you guys are having a crafty day today. And let me get everything started here. So I just got some music, relaxing music in the background, and I'm going to talk to you guys about my dolls a little bit. And then we will get started on making some Pip doll that we've been working on. Yeah. Oh, hi, Karen. Welcome. I'm glad you can make it today. So if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. And for the new folks, I will explain what I'm doing and where we're going to go from here. So I got my Pip dolls. I call them Pip dolls because they're like a little like Pippi Longstocking. And they got adjustable hair. So I got wire in their hair. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this in the Pip series that I got going here. So if you guys missed last week's, just go to my lives and you can see last week that we started getting the fabric picked out and stuff like that and talking about coffee dyeing fabrics and different things like that. Oh, you're hot there in London, huh? Ooh, we've been rainy. We've had some rainy days happening. Oh, hi, Jesse. Welcome. I'm glad you can make it. Yeah, we've been rainy here in Oregon. And cooler. We had some cooler weather coming, so that's kind of nice. We get some rain coming to help with the flowers and the plants around here. So, like I was saying, this is my little Pip doll, and this is my mini. And what's so cute is that she comes with a little mini junk journal. So I came up with the idea of Junky Grungy Grammy dolls by making junk journals. I did junk journals for years, and I just kind of got burnt out on just making, the junk journals and stuff. And I have tons of videos on it, so you guys come check them out, of course. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to try to do some fun, primitive kind of dolls and incorporate the junky grunginess of junk journaling and put it into dolls. So that's pretty much what I did. And these came from my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls series. And then I just made them into Pip dolls with the little wires in their hair. So I've had people ask me, how do you add the wire and do the hair? So I decided to go ahead and do a live series on showing you guys how to do a Pip doll. So this is my mini doll, and every doll that you see here today is in my Etsy shop, and I have the links down below. Feel free, come favor my shop. It helps me out so much, and I really appreciate it. And come purchase a doll from me. I really appreciate your guys' support a lot, and it does help me out. So yeah, so these are my Pip dolls, and their hair is adjustable like this. You can do them however you want. Oh, hi, Kristen. Welcome. Oh yeah, I love that you guys are posting into the community chat. That's great. I'm really loving the pictures that you guys are doing and the journals that you guys are working on. It's just a great inspiration and for others out there, and for myself as well. And I really appreciate you guys for contributing and come and join me in my fun little journey here. We can all go on it together. I think it's so much fun. So each one of them have a fun little journal. So if you guys hear noises in the background, I got my ice machine going and I'm making ice. So you'll hear it kind of clunking. And then Rudy just came through the dog door. So this is alive. So I got all my animals running around. But yeah, so I make little journals that go into their little pockets. And here's my other one. And she's so cute with her little fun little flight helmet on and goggles. So these are the Pip dolls, and then I even did a fun little just crocheted bandana, just like that. And I think I have the link still down below. You guys can come see how I did a crochet bandana. I did a video on it. So you guys can come do that and make a bandana for yourself, or just make it a little smaller for your dolls. That's all I did. I just didn't do as many rows, and I just made it small enough for her to fit on her little head. So yeah. So these are the Pip dolls that we will be working on, and I'll show you guys through this series. Each week, Tuesdays at 2. This is kind of the time I get on, and I let you guys know in my community chat and everything. Now, if you guys are interested in making these along with me, I have the links all down below. And you guys can come click on the link. It goes to your Etsy shop. It's no written instructions. This is for new people, I'm telling you guys. There's no written instructions. There is a link in the description of my Etsy shop that you would just go and copy and paste over to YouTube, and it takes you right to a whole playlist and showing you how I put my dolls together. So I make these patterns very affordable, and it's just pretty much the outline of everything, and you guys use your creativity to make them however you want. So I don't think there's any wrong way or right way to make these. So that's the fun part. It's to just make them however you want, put your personality into them, and we go from there, you know. Each doll turns out different, for sure. So let's put them over here. And then I've been working all weekend making more dolls. I'm back into it. I'm back into making more dolls. And I'm going to show you guys some fun things I've done and some more little dolls that I have in my Etsy shop. Okay, so let's see. So this is Noreen. I showed you guys her last week when we did the live. So this is Noreen, and she's got her cute little journal. So what's fun about these little journals, you can write in them and, you know, do your little adventures together and fun little things, or, you know, maybe make up little stories and just fun little journals that are actually functional. So we got Noreen, and this is Lucy. So Lucy's my newest little doll here, and I gave her earrings. So it says made with love. This one says made with love, and this one's like a cute little just swirly. So they have earrings, which I thought was fun, and their little trinket, and of course a little journal. So yeah, it's just a fun little additive here. Okay, and like I said, the links are down below. You guys can grab your pattern and just go along with us, or you can come down and purchase any doll that you see on the video. I have them all linked up down below, or just go to my Etsy shop and you can just scroll through, and then you'll see them. They're all there. But yeah, so we got Noreen, we got Lucy, and we got Primrose. Isn't she fun? She's one of my favorite. I had so much fun making her. I mean, I have fun making all my dolls, but I put little leaf earrings. She's got little leaf earrings. So I figured my earrings were kind of a new little thing I did. And then I'm doing these cute little grungy bows, which I'll show you guys probably on a video one time, how to do these just fun little grungy layered bows. This is kind of fun. And she's got a quilted apron. So it was already sewn and quilted, and I went ahead and just cut it out and made an apron with it. So she's Primrose. And the new thing I was starting to do on these girls is stitching their arms. So I'm doing some fun stitching just to add on. And then I did that with her legs like that. And then with Lucy, I went ahead and did her legs like that. Isn't that fun? So yeah, that's what I'm saying there, guys. There's no right way. There's no wrong way to do these. Like whatever your imagination can make up, go for it, you know? And you can see the way I coffee dyed. It's kind of cool, huh? It looks like almost like little birthmarks and stuff. I think that's just really fun. And it just gives it a unique look. And I went ahead and did some black um, distressed ink, the oxide. You can't really tell, but it's just the Tim Holtz, oxide. And I would take a Q-tip. I go ahead and I take a Q-tip and go like that, and then you could go around the eyes and make them just look more hollowed out, just a little more creepy. So that's a fun little technique. And this is her journal. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's Primrose. And then I have Ruthie. Yeah, it does look like she fell in the mud, huh? Isn't that fun? It's just the way that the coffee dyed splattered and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make the little doll with it. And I think it just turned out so cool. Just so unique, right? It's just so one of a kind, which is just so much fun. And then this is Ruthie. And I kept thinking, you know what? I want to do some poofy shoulders. So I went ahead and took some lace and I just made them poofy and gave her little poofy little shoulders. So I thought that was kind of fun. That's something new I haven't done yet. And I just made her just have like a little bob cut with some bangs. And I think her button's fun. It's kind of fun. I didn't want to do a line across it. I went ahead and glued it down to make sure that it wasn't going to pop off. And then I just did some knots and stuck it down like that. So that's just, I mean, you guys can do whatever you can think of. Just and then she's got a Handmade with Love button. I put those on a couple of them. And then she's got the Handmade with Love earring. And so I went ahead and went bandana. I just thought the bandana was just super fun. And this is hers. So this is Ruthie. And this is her little journal. So yeah, whatever you guys, that's the fun part about this is you can incorporate junk journaling, just to grunge up the fabrics, and then you can make your own little junk journals to go in their pockets. And that's the fun part, I'm just having so much fun doing these. Okay, so all the links are down below, patterns are down below. Come join us and let's get started. Okay, so let me just lay them all around here. Make sure that they watch us. We're doing it right. Yeah, I thought Ruthie is fun too. I think she's so much fun. She's just got that, just a little redhead with the red and stuff and the little bandana. It's just, yeah, I'm having so much fun. Just putting all these together. Let's see. I'm trying to set them up here. Okay. But like I said, all the links are down below. Come check them out. Come favor my shop. It helps me out so much. So this is what we were at last week. So we went ahead and drew with the pattern and drew everything onto our coffee dyed fabrics. And I went through and just sewed them all together. So I'll talk you guys through what I did and we'll go from there. Here. Let me make sure we're all caught up over here. So if you guys are new here, like I said, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you guys hit that like and subscribe button, that really does help me out and it gets my videos out further for others to see. So just click on that like button. I really appreciate you guys. And you guys are super supportive and I love it. I love it. I love that you guys are loving the dolls because it's just so much fun and they're so easy to make. They really are. So let's go ahead and start here with the body. So what I did is I always just draw a little flap out, just a little 1-inch flap or so, and just do some back stitch, sew all the way around, and then back stitch again. So let's, with the body. And let's go ahead and do the arms and legs. So we got the arms and legs done, and I just did, you leave the top open, of course, do some sewing to go all the way around. Legs, and then we got our dress. Now remember I was showing you guys to do the dress on the fold on the last video. So you draw with the pattern, you know, everything's folded over, it's doubled up like that. And you, on the fold, do the top of the dress. So then I just started, oh, I don't know, how far down is that? Maybe half an inch, a little more, and just do a back stitch, so all the way down, and do the same thing, so all the way down, and then I'll show you guys why in a minute when we cut it out. So I went ahead and did the apron, and the apron does not have to be on a fold because you go ahead and sew the top. So you just draw the apron, flip it, and then go ahead and put the pocket on, and then I just stitched it with the pocket. I stitched right through, so it doesn't even matter. And you can hand stitch a pocket on too if you want. Hi, Skybay. Am I saying that correctly? Thanks for joining. I'm glad that you really are liking my dolls. Thank you so much. uh, yeah, welcome everyone. I'm really glad that you guys are coming and joining. But that's what I did is I went ahead and I just, you know, sewed it, flipped it, left the bottom open, flipped it, and then went back through and stitched all the way around, and then did some zigzag at the bottom, and then sewed the pocket on. So that's pretty easy. And then I went ahead and have a uh, just part of a ribbon, or I mean a bow that's going to be on her head. So I just went ahead and have that matches. Actually, I don't know if this was for that, but anyway, if we got a bow, I usually do it with the dress. So never mind, forget that. I'm going to show you guys how I make the bow with the dress part. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Save your threads, any kind of threads that you have. I put them all in my coffee mugs because that's how I make the hair. Some of my doll's hair, this is all just thread. Leftover threads, anything you're hand stitching, anything like that. You just take it, put it into a coffee mug or whatever you got. I have my cute little owl mug here. And I just have it beside me wherever I'm at, on by my sewing machine or hand stitching. And I just throw all my threads in there and voila, you can make doll hair. I mean, you could do a lot more with it too, especially with junk journaling and stuff. You can incorporate it all throughout, but yeah, keep your threads. Oh, yes, yes, sorry. Thank you guys for answering questions over there. I get so into what I'm doing over here. Yes, I do sell them in my shop. I have the links down below. You can either click on my Etsy link, and that'll take you to my whole Etsy shop, or you can individually click on the links, and it'll take you to certain dolls that are for sale. And there's a pattern. So you can come get the pattern, no written instructions, just virtual instructions, and you can make your own doll along with us. So yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the hearts and the flowers. I really appreciate you. So much fun. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, come check out my shop. And if you have any questions, just either ask me on here or message me through my Etsy shop, and I can help you with anything you need. But yeah, so let's see. I want to show you guys the dress. So when I draw them out, I always leave a buffer around it. You know what I mean? You don't want to cut it and then sew it. You want to sew them first, then cut them. Because I'm going to go ahead and leave like about an eighth of a quarter an inch, eighth of an inch, however you're comfortable with, to cut around things. So I'm going to go ahead and cut around like this. And then when I get up to the arms here, I just pop over and I actually go right along with the line like that. Now, this is what I was trying to show you guys is how I make the ribbon. It works perfect every time. So boom, you got yourself a ribbon for the top of the hair like this. And you can cut them, you know, however you want. And then you can always stack them if you want with other stuff. But that's basically what I do for the ribbons on top because it's already right here. And it's a perfect little triangle when you cut them out. So I just go right along here, pop it out a little bit, and then give it about a quarter to an eighth of an inch. because you don't want to cut on the stitch line because it'll come undone. So, and then you open it up, and there you go. You got yourself a cute little bow for the top. So I keep those to the side. This was for another one that I must have had, and it was laying around. I've been doll crazy, guys. I've been going doll crazy. Doll crazy. And then I have my little scissors for this because it's kind of hard to get in there with the bigger scissors. So I use my embroidery. So you just take it. And this is the trick why I do it on the fold. Is you just cut out the neck like that, and you already have your dress ready to go. I just try to make it simple for everybody. And voila, you don't have to sew the arms, you don't have to mess with anything. That's why I do it on the fold. And then you just turn it and you have yourself a dress. Just like that. Super easy. There you go. So that's a little trick for you guys. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys are liking this because I'm having fun. I'm back into it. I'm back into making dolls. I took a little break there because, you know, sometimes you just get burnt out on things. So I took a little break, which was well needed. And now I'm back into just making some more dolls. We'll just do some fun little different things, you know, like I had so much fun just adding the uh, little ruffles for the shoulder pad, like the little shoulder things. And I'm like, how am I going to do that? And I just kind of ruffled it up, did a little sewing, you know, I sewed it to make it all accordion together, and then I just glued them on. So just so much fun. Okay, now for the arms. So it's pretty much the same thing, guys. You just keep and just cut around. Just don't cut the thread. And then I must have did that on the fold. So I gave myself room to open that up because you want the top open. So yeah, like I was saying last week, I really appreciate and love that you guys are posting in my community tabs and showing your projects that you're working on. You guys are doing some really cool things, and it's just fun to share with everybody and inspire, and we can all inspire each other, you know. Um, oh, yeah, I've done that too before, you know, like I've had a doll that I started and then it just sits there for a while, like bald or something, because I just get into something else and then don't get it done. Trust me, I totally understand that one. I totally understand that one. But yeah. So that's all I'm doing. Is just going ahead and stitching around. And then I'm going to show you guys the secret tool that I use to flip these. And if you guys have seen my videos before, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I do have the link down below for you guys to go to Amazon and get them because it's definitely a game changer when making dolls. Trust me. And anything to make it easier, you know. So I try to share all those little tips and tricks with you guys. Okay. And then we got the body. So what I do is just go along the line here and then pop it out and just go 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch around the stitching. And then I'll show you a little trick before we turn the body too. That helps. Yeah, so we did have some nice days that were like I mean, we were up in the higher 80s Fahrenheit, you know, last week. And then this week we kind of got some rain happening and getting down to like the 60s, I think, coming up. But that's okay. Some cool weather. I have a feeling we're going to have a hot summer is what I'm hearing. So I just want to enjoy it, right? Enjoy the cool weather while we got it. Okay, so with the body, what I like to do is take my scissors and just snip around the neck part. It just helps with puckering when you flip it. So just make sure you don't hit the stitches. And I just do just a couple snips. And I don't worry about like the top of the head or anything like that because you're going to have, and I don't notice it puckering really much up there. And you're going to have hair. So you like, you know, you're not going to be able to tell anyway. So if it does pucker or anything like that, I just put the hair and you can't see anything. So what I do is just snip around just to loosen it up right there so it doesn't pucker like that. Yeah. And then I'm going to, I'm going to show you guys what I use here. So these are, I have them in an olive jar, but these are my fabric tube turners is what they're called. And I have them in my Etsy or Amazon links, and it's right at the top. I made sure to put it at the top of the Amazon links, and it'll take you right to it, and it's fabric tube turners. And these are a game changer. They just make it so much easier to flip everything. So yeah, go check that out. And they're pretty inexpensive. So I just take it and pop it in there. And then I take the flat end because I don't want to poke through anything. And I just go like this, pop it out. And then, I mean, it's that easy, guys. And then I take the pointy end and push like that. And see, like I was saying with the head, even if it's not perfectly round, you're going to cover it with hair anyway. But I think it's just kind of a waste of time to cut around the head. But a lot of people say around the round parts, you should just do some snipping. But the only parts I notice that kind of pucker is around the neck. But that helps just kind of loosen it up when you just do the little snips like that. So yeah. Yeah, tube turners, game changer. Honestly. Especially when you're doing the tiny little mini dolls. Because this fits perfect just to get that flip. And these little tiny arms and little tiny legs. And it works great. It works great. Because I don't know how you would do it without it, really. It would be really complicated. Okay. But there is tricks out there to do stuff. But these are just, it's a super game changer. And they're really not that expensive to grab. So I just take the flaps and tuck them up in there, just like that. So that's the body. Oh, hi, Jessica. Welcome. I'm glad you can make it. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. That is the best way to support me and my channel. And I really appreciate you. Okay, so we got the body. And then the arms. So I use the 1/2 inch for a 1 inch larger fabric. So I use that for the body. And then for the legs and arms. And you know what? I made this pattern before I even bought these. And they fit perfect. It fits perfect. It's like you think I would have planned it. You can't really see, but it says 3/8 inch for 3/4 to 1 inch fabric tubes. So that's what this one is. Well, thank you so much for the sparkles and the 2 jewels. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for the hearts and the likes and the support, guys. I really appreciate you so much. So I just take it and see how it fits perfect. Isn't that weird? I didn't even plan this, so they fit perfect with the pattern. Just to let you guys know. And then I take the flat end because I don't want to poke through there and mess it all up, you know, and have it go through. So I just take the flat end and see how easy that is? And you just pop it right through the top. Boom. Done. You don't have to sit there and mess with it. I've heard people do it like they can do it with a straw and maybe maybe if you had a straw with like a big enough chopstick. I mean, you could probably makeshift something. So yeah, you guys can see how easy that is though. I mean, I use them so much that I've wore off the words. I use this one a lot because it works for the arms and legs, and see, it just goes right on there. Flat end, pop it through, push it through, done. Yes, I do use buckwheat hulls for the. Here, I'll show you. Do I have them in my links down below? I probably do. They're pretty inexpensive, and you get a bunch of them. But I have mine in just a little dog treat thing. But I don't know if walnut shells. Probably, I'm sure that crushed walnut shells should work. I mean, I think they should, but this is just what I use. Is their buckwheat hulls? HULLS. They don't mold. They don't stink at all. They don't have a smell. And because I can't do like smells or anything, so they don't smell. They don't mold. And they're kind of cool. They just got like a squishy, neat feel to them, and they kind of weight them down. They don't really help them sit up any better, but they just kind of give them a cool little crunchy. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Just a little crunchy sound to them, and it kind of just gives it more. Oh, what's in there? You know, like a more tactile sound, and that's part of the junk journaling aspect. You know, because you like the sound, the crinkle. So all that is just kind of incorporated into these junky, grungy Grammy dolls. But I would try walnut shells, or maybe ask Google if they mildew. Would be my main concern is if they like mildew or attract any kind of insect. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure, but maybe those would be my concerns. But I think I have the buckwheat hulls in my descriptions down below for Amazon, and I mean, you get a bunch. I haven't had to order any for a long time because I only use like maybe one of those the little solo shot glass cup things. I use like one of those in each doll. So they last a long time, and you get like a big bag of it. Okay, so now we're doing legs. Thank you, Hannah. I'm so glad you're enjoying them. Yeah. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. That's the best way to support me. And it just gets my video out there further for others to see how to make these fun little dolls. And I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying it. I mean, you guys can see how easy that is, right? So if anything I would ever tell you guys to go purchase is the fabric tube turners, because it will change your life. It is a game changer, for sure. And like I said, they're super inexpensive. I don't buy anything super expensive for anything. I'll use things around the house, you know. That's, you know, hence junk journaling and stuff. I'm all about recycling and all that stuff. But these will last you forever. You don't ever have to throw them out. They're really heavy duty, and they do work great to sit and flip. And then for the little guys, gals, when you do them, I use the tiny little tube here. And it takes a second, but you get it in there and you can pinch it or get it. And then you can always take it out and then just start working it down the tube. We'll make a mini doll and I'll show you guys. It is a little bit more time consuming, but it does work. It really does work. So we'll have to do a mini doll one day with you guys for sure. But yeah, so I am so glad that you guys could join me today. So today what we did is we talked about my dolls. And like I said, come get the pattern. You guys can follow along. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and go to my shop. You can favorite. That helps me out so much. And come purchase a doll. I got lots of them. I got tons to share with everybody. So we went ahead and did a flip and got these ready like that. Got our little dress. Got our apron. So that's the starting of our doll. Hi, Giovanna. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys could make it today. Let me look through the comments and see if I missed anybody, because sometimes I do that because I get totally into what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just so glad that you guys could all make it here with me. And like I said, post anything you guys are working on, you know, junk journal related, sewing related, crafting related in the community tabs. I really love seeing it. And I really just love seeing everything you guys working on inspires everybody else and me. And yeah, let's see. Let's put them on right here. So we got our pip dolls. Throw some of these in here. So it's just a happy little dolly little family here. And don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. It helps me out so much. And I will post in the community chat and let you guys know when I go live again, which will be Tuesdays at 2, and I'm Pacific time. I'm over on the West Coast. So yeah, if you guys can join me, I really, really appreciate it. And you guys have a great night. And until next time.